Ow! What's up, y'all? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you what's on my mind. I hope everyone had a good weekend. It was a holiday weekend. If you're into all that stuff, here's the Easter rabbit, hooray, and all that good stuff. Easter eggs and all that. Easter egg hunts. You know, I hope it was a good one for you guys. As for me, I was stuck at home playing nurse. You see, my son got the flu. Not only did he get the flu, but he got the double flu. Didn't know there was such a thing. You know, took him to the doctor. He was complaining of like a headache, and I heard him coughing and stuff like that. Took him to the doctor. It turns out that there are 2 strains of the flu, and he's got both of them. You know, so that was pretty scary, you know. And he got a flu shot. That's the thing. He got a flu shot earlier this season. And the doctor actually told me, and these are the doctor's words. The doctor said to me, yeah, he got a flu shot, but this season the flu shot was garbage. The doctor said this. The flu shot was garbage. This is something that I want to hear. Not. Anyway, you know, I'm just very thankful anyway because my son, you know, he's gotten a lot better. This was actually last week when this happened. So, you know, probably around Wednesday, Thursday. You know, so by now, he's back to normal. You know, just thank the maker, you know, as C-3PO would say. And he's doing fine. So that's how I spent my weekend. And towards the end of the weekend, because we were supposed to go to New York, you know, to hang out, you know, with my mom. We were going to see a play. We weren't able to do it, you know. So as a consolation prize, I took the kid to the movies. We went to go see Ready Player One. And, you know, I'm not a reviewer. I don't want to do a review of that movie, but what I will say is, yeah, it could have been better. You know what I mean? It was okay. It's like if I want to see something like that, honestly, The Matrix is more my speed. You know what I mean? I don't need The Matrix light. And that's kind of what that movie was to me. Even the nostalgia, okay, yeah, I see that one over there. I see this over here. Dude, you know, I don't get, like, passes to go see these movies like some people on YouTube do. I'm a dude who works really hard for my money. So when I pay down my money, you know, to go to a movie, I expect to see something that I have never seen before. Unless I know that I've seen it before and I just want to fucking see it again. You know what I mean? But that's not what happened. You know, I just got kind of it was okay. You know what I mean? I think I probably would have enjoyed it more if I saw it like on Netflix, you know, or something like that for the first time. But dude, to sit in a movie and watch something like that, I don't know, man. You know, I just kind of think the star of the movie, what's his name? I think he was playing a kid called Wade Watts or some shit. You know, sometimes you can have a star of a movie that can make or break a movie. And this kid in this movie, to me, all due respect to him, he was trying. He just didn't have it. You know what I mean? Like the movie kind of suggested a little bit of Back to the Future at one point. Michael J. Fox is a perfect example. Michael J. Fox had it. When you watch those Back to the Future movies, you can see this kid was a star. You know what I mean? He had a likability. You rooted for him. Michael J. Fox, you know what I'm saying? He was the man. He's still the man. You know, even with, I think he's got MS, Parkinson's maybe. You know, but whatever he's got, he's still acting through it. You know, I have tremendous respect for Michael J. Fox. You know, and he's a star. The kid in this movie, nah, he's not a star. You know, at least not yet. You never know. He might get a role, another breakout role. Dude, this wasn't it. So anyway, Ready Player One, it was just for me. You know, Spielberg, you can do better. You've made some of the best movies of my life. You know, Indiana Jones, Jaws, Close Encounters, E.T., you know, the list goes on, you know. But this one, this was no E.T., you know. So anyway, I want to switch from that, and I want to talk about this article that I saw, what was it, a few days ago, and I didn't really have a chance to get on the, you know, I didn't have a chance to download a video to talk about it because I was taking care of my son. But anyway, I want to share this video with you because it means so much to me, and it made me feel so good when I heard it. It just touched me in all the right places, and I want to share it with you. It's a review that you will find on Force.com, and it's a review of that total mess, that total, you know, I'm running out of ways to put this movie down, that total burnt down building that I like to call The Last Jedi. Okay, because what I'm realizing is now that it's available on Blu-ray, now that it's available on DVD, a lot of people are getting hip to the fact that this movie was bullshit. You know, so it might even be having the opposite effect of what they wanted it to have. The more people who are looking into this movie or who are looking further into it, who may be seeing it for the second, third, or fourth time, are beginning to realize, hey, you know what I'm saying? And they're not liking what they see. You know, I've already seen a couple of new videos of people who are ranting after seeing it on DVD. Man, Disney, yo, y'all just fucking robbed the country, man. You know what I mean? It's like when I look at that commercial that they got out where they make the movie look like it's a total blast. You know, the movie where I say 90% of that commercial is showing Luke. They're actually trying to sell the movie by Mark Hamill. They're trying to sell it with Luke Skywalker. After shitting all over him in the movie, now they're going to turn around. Did you see the commercial? Where every other scene or every other image is Luke. They don't show any Canto Bight. They don't show any fucking Holdo. They don't show any fucking Rose. They don't show any of that bullshit. What they're showing is Luke. And then they show the Millennium Falcon. They show Carrie Fisher. They even try to make Rey look interesting. I think she's saying something like, woohoo, I like this, or something. And that's like the one line that she might have gotten excited about in the whole movie. But they make sure they put that on the commercial, so they know exactly what they're doing, man. And they know they fucked up. So anyway, let me go on and read this. All right, I want to read this article real quick that's on Forbes.com. And the headline goes a little something like this. Star Wars, The Last Jedi 4K Blu-ray review. Luke back in anger. Luke back in anger. I see what you did there, man. And the article is by John Archer. John Archer, you are the man. All right, check this out. This is how the article goes. Given that it currently enjoys a Rotten Tomatoes critic score of 91% and a 7.4 on the IMDb, I guess I'm probably going to get crucified for saying this, but Star Wars The Last Jedi is a terrible film. Terrible. Yes. I'm not talking here, I hasten to add, about any of the thematic stuff that's caused so much debate in the Star Wars fanverse. I'll leave those debates to the Star Wars forums. What I'm talking about is just how bad The Last Jedi is as an exercise in filmmaking. Ooh, listen up, Rian Johnson. This is for you, bitch. The story is a total mess, for starters. It's packed with narrative holes and lead-in dialogue, and the whole enterprise is hopelessly trapped inside a torturous series of incompatible timelines that stretch credibility well beyond anything that even setting the story in a galaxy far, far away can excuse. Yes, man, touch me, baby. The film's tone is all over the place, too, switching horribly awkwardly between usually painful, lame humor, serious, forced stuff, and lots of people dying without even trying to establish any sort of context for his changing moods. Tell the truth, my man. Dull, messy scripts can sometimes be rescued by great direction, but sadly, despite his enjoyable efforts with Looper, writer-director Rian Johnson consistently fluffs the job of filming his own words. Do you mind if I touch myself while I read this? 10 scenes fail to build tension. Dramatic scenes deliver no drama. Emotionally charged scenes lack emotional charge. Fight scenes look horribly stilted and leading. Jokes generally feel so labored and are delivered so abruptly that they feel more like a slap in the face than something that might actually make you laugh. I really can't think of a single important scene where you get any sense that Johnson understands how to use imagery to add power to the film's generally underwhelming events. Yo. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. The Last Jedi's many filmmaking fails left me with almost nothing I could latch onto in order to become immersed in the action, leaving me desperate for the whole dull mess to come to an end, at least an hour before it did. And once the criminally drab conclusion was finally reached, I couldn't help but find myself comparing The Last Jedi with Alien 3 in terms of its franchise-crushing awfulness. I'm not saying The Last Jedi has necessarily got me thinking it's time to call time on Star Wars, especially as it seems from the positive ratings on various aggregating websites that there are still hordes of people determined to love the Star Wars universe, no matter how clumsily it's delivered. Surely, alarm bells have to be ringing, though, about the fact that Johnson is also currently signed up to make another trilogy of Star Wars films. Bravo! Bravo! Encore! Encore! I'm going to stop reading the article there because from there it goes into a bunch of technical stuff, and I think you guys get the message. I think you get the orgasmic message that was delivered from my man on this one. And I agree wholeheartedly. You see, the reason why I got started talking about these Star Wars films in the first place is because of the frustration that came from thinking that my voice wasn't being heard, that there was something wrong with me. And then, of course, when Jar Jar Abrams made the statement that he made, that those who were in opposition to this film were just insecure, woman-hating, black-hating, minority-hating, diversity-hating fanboys. Imagine that. You know, I just had to make my voice heard, and I will continue to make my voice heard, because you have to understand, I've been loving this franchise for my entire life. I've been loving this story for my entire life. And even I was a little bit surprised by how deeply I felt it when I received that kick upside my head at the end of The Last Jedi. So no, this isn't something that I can be quiet about, but to hear this man tell the truth in a sea, in an ocean full of critics who were just sucking on the Disney teat, much the way Luke was in that scene, you know the scene, it's disheartening. But to hear this man telling the truth in such a vast ocean of ass kissers, it almost restores my faith in the industry, you know. And hopefully, my man, you have plenty of security, you have plenty of bodyguards, you know, because telling the truth about this particular film seems to be something that can put your life in jeopardy. So, my man, let me see, what's his name again? John Archer? John Archer. Cool name, bro. John Archer, rock on. I appreciate you, and that's the reason why I have given voice to your words, and that's what I set out to do, man. So I wanted to pass it on to you guys so you can know that slowly but surely, as I said in a previous video, the truth is beginning to be realized. You know, the truth is beginning to be something more than a whisper, you know, something to talk about with just your friends who know the truth. Soon it's going to be common knowledge. The Last Jedi was a failure in the Star Wars series, and it really should be stricken from the record. It's just a shame that this was the last time that we would get to see Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. That's the real crime of it, because it can never be made right, just because of that. It's so final. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So anyway, there you go. Jonathan Archer, once again, thank you for your honesty. And I guess we're going to see what happens from here on out, man. Next up, Solo. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Thank you guys, by the way. Thank you for all of the new subscribers. Thank you for all of the comments. I read them all, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. I'll see you on the next one. Rock on.